the west coast. Woohoo! We did it. That is awesome. So we've arrived at Jurien Bay. We've got 25 kilometres left in the tank. So we need to get some more fuel and then try and find somewhere to camp. There seems to be a lot of people going south, packed up, so we're hoping we might be lucky. Well, Jurien Bay is such a pretty town. This is a lovely find. It's just funny, you've been, when you're planning a holiday for so long, you just have the names. It's nice to actually see the place. So we're driving through Jurien Bay campground and it is chockers. So we're just going to try and stay positive and think that someone packed up
in a prime position.
And we're just going to get it. And we found a spot just there. Steve's just backing into it. So from there to here, it's pretty busy. So this is our little beach, and we just spoke to campers near us, and everyone is clearing out tomorrow about 10, 11 o'clock. So yeah, be nice if no one else comes.
Yeah.
You feeling lucky?
Always.
Look at this sunset. It's gorgeous on the west coast. I forgot how good the Western Australian sunsets are. Just like South Australia, they just keep giving. So camp's just up behind that dune. And we're set up here to have the fish. Doesn't get much better. It's a beautiful day. Woke to blue skies and sunshine. Probably should have got up for the sunrise, but I think we need a little kip. Sleep in. Perfect. Stevie, what fishing technique do you call that?
A relaxing technique.
You got a bit of a bird's nest there. You're getting too excited.
That's what it is?
Yeah, you need to just channel a bit of zen. I don't know. There's lots of little fish out there. Saw some dark things in the water. I'm not too sure what they are. Nice to think it's a turtle. Anyway, I'll keep my eyes open. I've got lots of little bait nibbling at my squid that's on my line. It'll be a very happy moment if we catch something big enough to eat. Since the fire in our caravan, we've had an inverter installed, and as we live off the grid, it's so awesome to have this new power. I've brought the NutriBullet away for the first time, and I've got so many wonderful things to try in it, including desserts and cocktails. Cheers. So it's Easter Monday and so many people have packed up and gone, so we've actually moved spots. We are camped right on the beach. Apparently this corner here, seals have been known to play, so we'll stay a couple of nights and hope that we're lucky. Little breeze, but it's quite warm, so that breeze is just keeping us cool enough. What do you think, Steve?
Sensational.
So lucky. Look at that. And that just drops away. It's so deep. Have to be careful with little ones here. Can't believe it's Easter Monday. Gonna make some lemonade scones, I think. So I thought I might make some lemonade scones. When we were at the Nullarbor Roadhouse, this lovely lady Julie, who actually is from Mystery Bay cheese. So if you're down at Mystery Bay, look up Mystery Bay cheeses. I will when I go back there. Anyway, she said she loves my lemonade scones. She saw it on one of our past videos. So this is for you, Julie. I'm just going to make a half the portion that I normally do, because it's only just Steve and I. And there's only 3 ingredients, and that is self-raising flour, lemonade, oops, that one, and some cream. So to start off, I've got a big bowl, and I'm going to put just under 2 cups. If I was doing it for mob, I would do 3.5 cups, but it's just the 2 of us, so that's 1. So I'd say this is about 1 3/4 cups of self-raising flour. You can always add more if it needs it. To that, I'm going to get my 1/2 cup, and I'm going to put 1/2 cup of cream in. We have a fantastic little seaside spot here. Just can't believe how lucky we are. Pop that down, and I'm going to put 1/2 cup of lemonade as well. Yummo. So this is instead of adding sugar to it. And then the best thing to do with mixing it is using a flat blade. It's like a sandwich butter knife. It is sticky. We don't have the fire going. Apparently over Easter you can't have a fire here, so tomorrow night we might be able to have one. We've got to check with the caretaker here. And so what I'm going to do is actually cook it in the barbecue with the hood down. Alright, so I've got a nice dough there, a cake tin with some baking paper so it doesn't stick. We've got some lemonade scones cooking, and I just can't get enough of where we've ended up. I think this is incredible. So we've decided to come for a little drive, and this is Cervantes. We've been told we must go to the Lobster Shack, highly recommended by Ryan Amber and Mrs. M. Anyway, we're going to see what they've got. Nice little town, not far from where we're camping. So we're at the Lobster Shack. So many cars outside, so I'm hoping we can get a table. Woohoo! We made it to the Lobster Shack. So we got a spot, but it's very blowy. We got a good spot looking out, but
It's pretty blowy.
it's pretty blowy. Tossing up whether we'll wear our lobster. Anyway, we'll see. Sitting here at the table, and I can feel it actually moving. I think we might move. So we've come inside. It's much calmer in here, but it's packed. The little tip is to not come here on a public holiday. But we've ordered a seafood platter, and we're quite excited, aren't we? Anyway, this is the Lobster Shack. And there you have it. One Seafood platter from the Lobster Shack. Enjoy. So with our bellies full of seafood, Steve thought it's a good idea, let's go out and have a look at the Pinnacles. Well, we just went through torrential rain, which we haven't had at all on this trip, and I'm not quite sure what we're going to see because the wind is also pretty strong, and I think that sand might whip us. We might become a living pinnacle, couldn't we? Covered in sand. So here we are. I don't know if it would normally look this intensely yellow, but we've just had a storm blow over and it is overcast. Incredible. I have looked at these images for decades. So to be here now is pretty awesome. So this is a drive that you can do a circuit around them. It's $15 entry, or you can buy an all parks pass for $120, and we've done that because we're going to be in a lot of national parks in the time that we're here in WA. Yeah, very exciting. I didn't think anyone would be here because it was torrential just before. They're very dark. Oh, he's gone over there. What about this one? Oh no, he doesn't know. So the weather's coming this afternoon and we're just watching a little bit of YouTube with that view out the window. Aren't we lucky? So we've just been watching YouTube videos because the weather had turned bad this afternoon, and we've just climbed up to have a look at the sun setting, but I think we missed it and it's windy. So now to make our way back to our caravan and avoid those big holes that just drop into an abyss. So we're at Jurien Bay Laundromat, open 24 hours, 7 days a week, and it's right near a bakery, and oh my gosh, the aroma, I should say, coming from the bakery is cruel. It smells so good. Anyway, we've had a little look around in here and we've picked the Rolls Royce off the washing machines. It takes credit card and it's $6 a load. You can use a coin one. That one's $4. And the other's not too sure. One's got out of order on it. And then you've got your dries if you like. And they're $1 or $2. So we're using these laundry detergent sheets. They're only little because they go well in our little washing bag that we use, but we've got a lot more. We want to wash our towels and bath towels and yeah, get a week's load of washing done in one. Anyway, these smell beautiful. So the credit card one didn't work. We've gone for the $4 one that is missing that, but because we've got our little laundry sheets, we don't need it to get powder from there. Anyway, fingers crossed, 41 minutes it takes. We'll go and have a little fish and see how we go. So here in Jurien Bay, there's a cafe there that sells cocktails. So we did weigh up, do we have a cocktail and a beer over fishing? But we thought, no, we'll go and have a little fish, then go and get our washing and then see what we do after that. Seriously would like to catch a squid. This is beautiful here. This jetty, and the sand is so soft on your feet. It's really fine white sand. The watercolour is magic. So we're here with a whole lot of other people. Try our luck. Oh, I just got a little pull then. I might concentrate. Just out there is a pontoon for swimming off. I'll just zoom out there. It's a lovely place, Jurien Bay, Western Australia. So the good thing is there's no fish or squid to clean. And that was actually quite entertaining with the local characters that were on the jetty. Everyone's so friendly, and even though we didn't catch anything, doesn't matter. So we're now at Beekeepers Nature Reserve, and there's a lookout up here, so we're cutting it fine. We're going to try and see the sunset, and then we're going to venture down to the Pinnacles, and I hope I can get a star shot because the sky's pretty clear here, and then we would have had the Pinnacles 2 ways after a storm and then in the evening. And this is the sunset. We just missed it. I did get a little shot with my camera, so I'll post that here. So we've run up to the lookout, just got the last of the sunset. I don't know if this is picking up. The land is pretty flat, as the eye can see. There's actually some sand dunes. So I think the Pinnacles are over that way, isn't it? Where the sand... Yeah, where the sand dunes are. Somewhere over there. So we're going to head down and hopefully those clouds stay away and aim to get some stars. Using the light left from the sun setting, I was able to capture some magic in the Pinnacles. Just at the Pinnacles, and I've captured some star shots. I think they might be all right, and the first lot I did was were with the sun setting, so I got a bit of the beautiful afterglow of the sunset. Look at this, it's incredible. I love the Pinnacles. So I definitely recommend come and have a look at them at night time as well as daytime. Watch the sunset.
These are only little ones here.
Yeah. They say there's not many people at sunrise because no one wants to get out of bed. Sunset, but we weren't actually here for sunset. Oops, there was a lady having some dinner over the back of the car. We got here after sunset, but I still think I've captured some of the colour in the sky. Yeah, it's very special. So these Pinnacles are limestone pillars, but I think there's more to it, so I'll have to Google when I've got service and might mention it later on in this video. Okay, so the Pinnacles are amazing natural limestone structures formed approximately 25,000 to 30,000 years ago after the sea receded and left deposits of seashells. Over time, coastal winds removed the surrounding sand, leaving the pillars exposed to the elements. Thank you, Google.
a fox going through the Pinnacles. I don't know if my filming's any good. I don't want to run into a pinnacle.
So we've been out taking photos at the Pinnacles, and I think this little bird's asleep. He's on our clothesline. Oh no, he's moving. And his buddy just tried to fly inside the caravan. Hello. What you doing, matey? We're gonna hang up some washing. Woo! There he is flying around. Oh! Oh, he's flying around. He's gone. Cooking a little feast, aren't we?
Yep.
Had a busy afternoon, evening. And yeah, feeling quite hungry. Spend the rest of the night by the fire.
Yep.
So this is our beautiful little spot. Very happy. Nothing like having a swim to wake you up in the morning at your own private beach. So we're just fishing around that corner, and I've just walked into here thanks to Stevie G who discovered this. Look at this, isn't this amazing? Oh, it's incredible. South Australia and Western Australia have such rugged coastlines. They get hammered by the waves, creating this sort of rock formation. Fantastic. So this is Jurien Bay area, Sandy Cape. So here in Mulcahy is just down from where our caravan is. I think there's so many chambers within it. If you were a littler person, I'm likely to get stuck, but I reckon you could climb through. There's a big chamber in there. Cool. Woo. Well, welcome to Mama Gibbo's outdoor kitchen, all the way from Jurien Bay in WA. I thought today I might make my famous beer bread, which I know a couple of my friends love, Amber and Rye from Wander Down Under. They're actually very close to my heart because that's my son and his partner. It's one of their favourites. Amber said it's her favourite, so I'm going to cook that today. It's so easy. It's 2 cups of self-raising flour, and I've put a teaspoon of sugar in that. And then I'm going to add a whole can of beer. Now, then I'm going to use a spoon and mix that up. So I'm just going to mix that through so all that flour is absorbed in the liquid. Then to that you can add all sorts of different ingredients, whether you've got olives or diced up capsicum, shallots, salami, But today I've cut up a little bit of bacon and sun-dried tomatoes, and probably about half a cup of each into my mixture. Then I'm going to add a half a cup of, I would recommend Parmesan cheese. However, at the shop I end up getting mozzarella, cheddar and Parmesan, so that's going to be an interesting addition. And then just mix that all together. Okay, so just making sure all that flour has been absorbed in the mixture, I'm going to pop that into my lined bread tin. Now you can buy these from a cooking shop, or look out at op shops. You can find some lovely old classic tins for cooking or baking, and I'm just going to pour that straight into the lined tin. And then to finish it off, I'm just going to pop a little bit of cheese on top because I like how that browns. And we're going to bake this in our hooded barbecue for, I'll check it at 20 minutes. And you can spin it round to make sure that you're getting a nice coverage for it to go golden. Anyway, I'll show you the final product once it's cooked. Okay, so we're going to pop it in our barbecue. We've just got it on low and we've preheated it, and we're using a trivet so it doesn't burn on the bottom. Cook it on low, don't cook it on high because you will end up burning it. And there you have it, our beer bread. Now this barbecue is from Barbecue Spit Rotisseries, and we bought a slide from the same company online that we just pop into our front locker. Totally recommend it, a marine barbecue. So for my boys, I just wanted to explain when you want to add an avocado to a salad. Cut it in half, then slice it in sections and use a spoon to scoop it out. It's the easiest way to keep it nice and neat to add to your salad. So here's a little quick healthy lunch idea. I've just got these noodles that I've put boiling water on for 10 minutes, and then I've just chopped up a heap of stuff from the fridge, and I'm going to put some sweet chili sauce through it all. Yummo. Just a perfect day. Got the beach to ourselves. So just sitting here with the sun beating down, and we've gone through and worked out every penny that we've spent. Majority of it on petrol to get here. Anyway, I think it's time for a margarita. Anytime it's good for a margarita. So it's turned out to be a cracker of an afternoon, and I've decided I don't know what to do with myself, so I'm going to make myself a margie, a frozen margarita. And I just want to say, before we left on our trip, I sewed up all these bags that are got some wadding in them, and that's how we're transporting our spirits in a drawer. They're a little bit protected from the bumps on the road. Anyway, I'm going to start making my margie. Okay, so to make a Gibbo's Road Trip Adventures frozen margarita, I need some ice. I also need some lime. So I'm going to get my glass organised first. With the lime, just run around the rim of your glass, and I've popped some salt onto a plate. And this is how you get the salt on the rim of your glass, just in case you didn't know. So there we go, I've got a lovely salt rim glass. Then I'm going to get my tequila, and I'm actually going to make a double quantity because I don't see the point of just making one. So I need 70 mils of tequila. So that's 70 and another 20. Actually, the total is 90 for tequila. There we go. And then I've got triple sec, which you can use Cointreau. Cointreau is a little bit more expensive, but it does have a stronger citrus flavour. Triple sec is cheaper, so that's why I'm going with that. So I'm going to put 60 ml of that. So that's got 150 ml of alcohol. And then I'm going to put 60 ml of lime juice. Now these bottles are only $1, so it's cheaper to do that than to use a real lime. So to that, I am going to pop my lid on of my NutriBullet, and then I'm going to turn the inverter on. That, looks pretty good. That looks fantastic. And that is my frozen margarita. So our camp is just around there, and we have set up here to watch the sunset. We've bought up some happy hour and some drinks, and cheers, Stevie.
Cheers.
And here's to a Western Australia sunset. So this is our last night here, so we might end our episode 2 here, because tomorrow we're on another adventure, aren't we, Stevie G?
Yep. On Lucky Bay and beyond.
Lucky Bay, so we're just going to watch what the weather's doing, because we do have a cyclone much further north, but you don't know.
Weather's not good for tomorrow.
Yeah, you
We'll
don't know what's going to happen, but they predict things, and then we get days like this. So anything could happen. See you in episode 3. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Spot in Jurien Bay. This place is great. You've got so many bins, and there's also a dump point. I'm just tossing up whether to video this, just mainly for our friends who just bought a caravan and have a little thing about the toilet. I don't think I mentioned that it's actually $20 a night, but we paid with a caretaker who was situated in the campground. But if they're not there, you can also use this honesty system. Now Stevie's going to empty the toilet, so I'm just going to try and get a good angle.
It's not a good dump point either.
It's not a great. Why is that?
It's flat bottom.
It's oh right, yeah. So the ones that sort of guide your delights down the hole. So try not to look now. Close your eyes. Oh, so that's it. That's as easy as it is. You get your husband or partner to let go of all your sins. What do they call it? The thunderbox. Or
Might need a bit more fibre.
actually, it's called the Devil's Esky. That's what it's called. The Devil's Esky. That's a good name. Which are picked up from one of our favourite YouTubers, Elnick. Anyway,
You've literally got to shake the shit out of it.
so yeah, Sue's saying you shake the shit out of it, okay? So excuse the French. And then most dump points have a hose, don't they, Steve?
Yeah.
And yeah, so you just rinse it with water and then tip it out again. How many times do you fill it with water?
At least twice.
Depending how much fibre you've had. Yeah, anyway, so this is it. I know this is not the pleasant thing to video, but it is part of getting those best spots, being fully self-contained and being able to use the toilet within your caravan, or whether you've got a portable toilet. Yeah, so that's it. That's how you empty your loo.